piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more?
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Looking to throw to get started, it's Rattler. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He's got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. His 12th touchdown of the year. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Now give on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
So often in these short yardage defensive situations, Mike, you just have to sell out and play the tendencies. In this case, they knew a run was coming. They stop it short for no gain, brings up 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. This is intercepted.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers are back within 1. It's 7-6. Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Okay, ready? Down. Hut.
And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready?
They'll stick with him again. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
Ready?
Here's 3rd and 7.
Middle. Go, 10. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Steeler 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Steelers. Not a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
On the ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team.
And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints will up it to a 2-point lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The drive will start on the ground. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Trevon Merrick up to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. He'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. So the Steelers back deep for the Saints. It's Rashid Shaheed. And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cut.
Here's Rattler. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Rattler. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And a very solid return as they're able to bring him down. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Saints 47-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time these 2 have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a 1st down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Rattler. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Rattler. Quick throw here is complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New Orleans. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
Makes the score Saints 21, Steelers 15.
Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This will be returned from the 6. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to try it here again. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Right back to him on 1st down. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. A pickup of 15 in the air. That's a Steeler 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open man, right side. He's got it. He needed 13 and got 14 for the 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he won't quite make it to the pylon. He's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Here we go. Cut.
Up the middle they go. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Strike. cycle. 3-3. Hut, hut.
Throwing is Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Let's go now. Set, hut.
On second down, they run the counter. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Ready up.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hut, hut.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter.
Saints 21.
Ten cycles. Let's go. Ready?
They'll turn and hand this one off. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow. One. Ready.
And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
Set, hut. Set.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Hut. Set, hut.
He'll get this out wide. And he will score again. Touchdown, Saints. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the 2-point conversion.
Hut.
Rattler now back to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Room up the sideline at the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route, on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Come on, set.
Now Rattler going to throw. This one complete right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 13-yard line.
Ready.
Now a give up the middle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They hook up again, second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Second down and 8. Looking to throw, Rattler. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
Trouble, 38. Set.
They'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
Ready.
They'll go with him again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Wes Watkins going to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Important one here now for the Steelers. They're going to try to go for the two-point conversion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right.
Okay,
but
ready?
you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Down. Ready.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round.